So we're making many changes to our laws in respect of residence, and in doing so, one of the things that we're doing is regulating the different types of routes to residence. One of them is if you're coming to Gibraltar to work, you have to earn over a particular amount. When you do, you bring your family, you contribute to them, and of course you're entitled to all of the things that your contribution usually entitles you to, one of which is education. If you are coming as a Category 2 individual, you're coming through a different route, your age does not matter, you're making a particular contribution, which is a much higher contribution, but that contribution is predicated on the fact that you're not going to have health care, for example, because if you're a Category 2 individual, you have to have private health care. You're not going to be a drain on our resources. So one of the things that we need to carve out also, and this is where the amendment is required, is that the children of a Category 2 individual who would not usually be enrolled in schools in Gibraltar, they may be in private education outside of Gibraltar or indeed in Gibraltar, will not be entitled to have schooling because we have found some instances where there has been an enrollment by a Category 2 individual. We want to make very clear that Cat 2 is a sort of stand on your own 2 feet route to residency, and it won't just therefore entail this amendment, but also an amendment that if you resile from Category 2 status, you are not going to be entitled to remain resident in Gibraltar.
Has there been a decision on what Category 2 families could be charged, or an indication perhaps of the level of fees that are being considered?
So we've made very clear that we're changing the net worth of the individual who is going to take Category 2. And we haven't yet made any announcement about what the annual taxation will be. Those are traditionally done around budget time. We've also made very clear that those who already have Category 2 status will continue to enjoy the benefit of the status as it was when they acquired it.
So the families with children already attending government schools won't be affected by any introduction of fees?
So we are looking at how those who are already in Gibraltar have their rights grandfathered, and how those who are coming to Gibraltar will have to see the new standards that are applied to them. In terms of education, I don't think we're talking about any meaningful number of people.
Are you concerned whether this could affect Gibraltar's attractiveness to Category 2 residents, many of whom you said contribute significantly to the economy?
I am concerned to ensure that this should have an effect on who finds Gibraltar attractive. I want many less people to find Gibraltar attractive. I want the right people to be brought to Gibraltar, and less of them going forward, because the geography does not change. There's only so much that we can reclaim, and I have a responsibility to protect property for people in Gibraltar, because we need property for people in Gibraltar, and a responsibility to protect public services for people in Gibraltar. So the alternative to what we're doing, if anybody wants to complain about it, is that the free-for-all should continue, and that as Gibraltar becomes even more attractive, so many people arrive that we get pushed out, and I will never allow that to happen. So we were very clear when the number of applications went from 1,000 a year, which is quite enough, to 3,000 in 3 months. Action had to be taken. That's why we're doing this.